go, guys.
Well, I think you came in at 3 for 87. I'm guessing you didn't think it was out of the equation at that point. You were going to go after it.
Yeah, I think obviously how well they batted just meant that we knew that it was a good wicket. We obviously know the ground's pretty small, tough ground to defend, so you just got to get in, give yourself a chance, and then, yeah, the plan's still to have a proper crack at it.
So you genuinely thought you were in the contest when you came out to the crease?
Yeah, you've got your plan in your head as to how you ideally want it to go, but you're also not thinking about the end result sort of thing. You're like, oh, I'm just going to get in here. If they pitch it up, I'm going straight. If they drop it short, I'm going square sort of thing. So, and then you sort of adjust as you go.
Was there a moment, was there 1-6 where you just thought, yeah, they're coming out pretty well tonight?
No, I can't really remember, to be honest. I think just getting a few away early helps sort of get into the contest and put the team under pressure and that sort of thing. That's always a good sign when you're batting.
I guess obviously, heartbreaking and fall so close.
Yeah, seems like we've done it quite a few times. I've been in for quite a few of them or involved in quite a few of them. So yeah, I was just saying to Mitchy Marsh, I said, don't worry, our time will come and we'll hopefully be on the other end of these in the future.
It's another loss, but completely different performance here. Or you're still hurting from the loss, or you're happy that the overall team performance is better? How do you actually view it 10 minutes after it's finished?
Yeah, it's always harder. Straight after the loss, it always still feels bad. But it also shows you can't ride the waves of every single game, because if we rode the waves of last game thinking that we're no good, and then today you come here and you make 210, it just shows how the game of cricket goes, and you just got to keep rocking up. Half the battle's rocking up and believing you can win and believing you can have an impact on the game. So, yeah, I think well and truly we don't see why we couldn't win the last 3 of these and win the series. That's how we got to see it.
Real roller coaster you're talking about. You can't really take too much baggage in from one game to the next, but can you take momentum? Because I think the guys definitely got some momentum out of these. Can you take some momentum into the rest of the series?
Yeah, I think you've got to take your positives, take your individual performances, and I guess just the fact that the team really got into the contest of this game is good for us after coming out of 14 days of quarantine, and you come into the first game and you get, as Mitchy Marsh put it, a shellacking in the first one. So yeah, to get in the contest of this game and to feel the pressure again and what it's like to be out in the middle under pressure with the ball or with the bat, I think that's just important for us in this series.
What are your emotions like? It's a real roller coaster ride for us in the press box. We're up, we're down, we're up again. What was it like for you out there? How do you keep a check on those sorts of things?
Yeah, I think it's probably the art of cricket in many ways is probably staying really present. I think that's someone like Kane Williamson does so well. It seems like he's just the same every single day. He might not say that, but I mean that's part of the battle of professional sport. I think is not getting caught up in any moment too often, but it's very hard to do. It's easy to say, hard to do.
Can I ask about Aaron Finch, because he never looks comfortable out there, and all the talking point back home is around his form and whatnot. He's obviously a very popular bloke, and he's got an incredible record in the game. Can you just tell us what he's doing behind the scenes to sort of get right and make runs again?
That's it. I mean, like, journos, you have to write about something, and we understand, like, in a week it might be my name, in another week after that it might be Jai Richardson or whoever it is. So it's just like everyone's got to take their turn sort of thing. And as for Finchy, there's just full confidence that he's going to perform for us. And we, in our view, well, personally, all I can say is I just see it as a long-term picture, because come the World Cup, we need him firing. He's arguably the best 2020 batter in the world over a long period of time. His record's so good. He's our captain. We just maybe that's what's going on off field, but in our heads, we just trust him, So the same thing happened when he came back from IPL. He didn't have the IPL that he wanted, but then he came and made 100 after 100 in the one days. So I think that's just the game of cricket. You got to ride out these sort of things, and I think it's important that as a team that he feels backed, and I'm pretty sure I'd like to think he does, because we got his back, Finchy.
Is it water off a duck's back to him? Is he used to it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think. I think through your career you probably get better at. He's had a long career, so you probably get better at copping it and riding those waves and that sort of stuff. But I think no one's immune. no one's immune to any of that stuff, no matter who you are. So I'm sure it does get to him a little bit, but that's why it's important to have good people around, and the Aussie cricket team definitely supports him, so he's fine.
Well done, guys.
Thanks.
Good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Guys, Gaps is doing new stuff, so we'll be out here shortly.
All good? Happy, thanks.
Talk us through that, Martin. A bit of a roller coaster ride today. At what stage did you think you won that one?
Oh, when the last ball was bowled. No, it's a great game. We obviously had one on the one day a few years ago against these boys, and Stoinis almost took it away from us there as well. But our guys held their nerve. I think Tim and Trent's last over was really clutch, and they bowled fantastically to keep Australia at bay there.
3 wickets in Mitchell Seton's final over. It looked pretty safe from that point, didn't it? And then you got a little bit places there.
Well, you can never be safe, on a small ground like this, on a good wicket, and with big, strong guys hitting the ball. It doesn't take much to, take a game away, when it seems dead and buried. So, boys did really well to pull it back.
How satisfying is it for you? I mean, it seems like you'd love to put a milestone, would love to have seen that. But you have been under a bit of pressure. Clint Allen's got, trillions of runs. The Wellington, he's talking to the media about that. How satisfying for you was it to come out today?
I guess the beauty about cricket is it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. You move forward, you go on. I was lucky enough to spend a bit of time on the wicket today out there and get a few runs. But I think having Kane out there and that partnership really set the game up for us. We're looking forward to hopefully going 3-0 up in Wellington.
When you're under pressure, does something like a first ball boundary help?
Always helps, I think. any first ball you get, and it's a wide half volley, you take that. But no, I think it wasn't until about the 3rd or 4th over that I started feeling at a little bit at ease. And I think Kane came out around about that time, and we put on a great partnership to ease those nerves.
Was it just ideal conditions for batting today?
I didn't think so early on. It seemed just a little bit standy, a little bit holdy with the new ball. But once you got through that, and we roughed the ball up a wee bit, it started to come on pretty nice.
A bit lost in it all because it was such a great game and such a seesawing affair. Is the fact you're 2 up in the series? I mean, it's a great place to be, right?
It is. It certainly is. But now we've still got 3 hard games to go, and we'll have to still play our best cricket to get a series win. So onwards to Wellington, and hopefully we can have a good couple of days training, and then get that 3rd win.
What would it mean to take a series victory over Aussie?
Oh, it's always nice, isn't it? the old foe, as it said. But look, it's going to be a tough 3 games. And as I said, we'll have to be at the best of on top of our game to get that win.
Did you feel like 219 was a good score? I think on TV they said 220 in the past.
I actually thought we were potentially 10 runs short. Jimmy did a fantastic job at the end, but he was starved to strike a little bit in the last couple of overs. So. It ended up being enough, but I thought we were a little bit short. But it was a great game in the end, and right down to the wire.
You talked a little bit there about having to have a short memory in cricket and just move on. Did you feel out of touch yourself, or did you feel like it was just a matter of treating one of those trademark
I felt like I started batting pretty well in nets over the last little while, and then it just hasn't quite gone out to the middle. But it was nice to spend some time out there today and feel a little bit of the rhythm back.
Talk us through some of your 6s today, mate. Personal favourites?
Oh, it doesn't matter. They went over the boundary. It doesn't really matter how. But we'll take it. And I think we hit something like 18 today or something.
Did you know you've got now the highest amount of 6s in T20 international cricket? You've gone past Robert Sharma.
Didn't know that, no.
What sort of companies that to keep, I suppose, at the top of that stand?
Well, I guess the good thing for us is we've got a few more T20s coming up than what they do, so I can hopefully try and go a bit further ahead.
Just one last one from me. I mean, yourself and the other great big hitter, Aaron Finch, came into the game both under out of form, don't want to be too unkind here. Obviously, Finch can bounce back. Do you believe that, or how what is it like? What does he need to do? Talk us through the situation.
I'm sure Finchie's going to have a big one this series at some point. You can't keep a class player like him down. And hopefully for us it doesn't happen, but I know that Finchie will be able to bounce back. It is tough, but he's proved it time and time again what a class player he is. And as I said, hopefully it doesn't happen for us, but you just got to wait and see, I guess.
Well, you mentioned there starting to get comfortable, about the 4th or 5th over. Probably looked to us it was more comfortable earlier than that. But what's that experience like? And you're starting to see the ball well, you're hitting it well.
get into a wee bit of a zone and you just work with your partner at the other end to try and have a big partnership to set the innings up. And I think Kane and I did that pretty well today. I'm not sure what it was in the end, but over 100 to set up, up the innings to have a big go at the death there. So it worked out very well today.
What's the communications with the captain in that scenario? He's obviously a very calm character. Does it rub off on his partners?
Yeah, it does. He's got such a level head and he knows what he's doing. He doesn't need to be told what to do. So, he went about his business in his way and, hit some fantastic shots. And then, obviously, we had a little bit of fun towards the end.
I believe you've come up a father for the second time as well recently. That's a big milestone in your life as well. Nice to not do it for the kids, obviously, but the timing's very good.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure the wee fella was asleep for the whole thing, but no, I'm looking forward to getting home tomorrow to see them and just have a bit of family time before we go to Wellington.
Cheers. You gave your $500 for Players Match from ANZ to Suburbs New Zealand. Can you just tell us a bit about what that club means to you and what club cricket does mean to you?
I've been a member of Suburbs for pretty much since I was born. My dad played there. He's basically club stalwart. He passed away a few years ago now, but everyone still talks about him down there, and we've still got some great mates from his era still floating around down there, and it's nice to go back, and I've played one game this season for them, and it's nice to go back and help out when I can.
Nice.
Cool.
Cheers.
Keep it up.
Cheers, mate.
Super.